It's here, the FA Cup Final at Wembley. And for the second year running, it's an all-Manchester affair. 19 FA Cup wins between them. But who will take the 20th?
Fabulously finished by Foden. Did he make himself a hero? He has done. The holder's grip on the cup is not being loosened yet. It's a Manchester FA Cup final again. History beckons.
Last year went City's way, but will the ribbons turn red this time? Welcome to the Emirates FA Cup Final preview show. Coming up, champions Manchester City chase double history under Pep.
To try and do something that never was done before, and we have it in front of us, so we're going to try to be very competitive because we want this FA Cup, yeah.
Manchester United look to add another FA Cup to their history.
When you play a final, you have to prepare yourself to play the best game in your life ever. So that's the challenge, that's the target, that's the motivation.
We take a look at which players might make the difference at Wembley.
Kobe Mainoo is generational stuff.
The magician, for what he's done for this football club, his goals, assists, I'd say a legend.
And we catch up with some familiar faces from this season's fairy tales.
It was amazing atmosphere, amazing game. It was our cup final in actual fact.
Another year, another magical season for Bernardo Silva and Manchester City.
It's Bernardo Silva with a golden moment.
The Portuguese was front and centre as City captured a record fourth straight league title.
People now, maybe they got a bit used to us winning the league almost every year, but it's not easy. Pep made it clear for us that he wanted to chase this record. It was really important for the club. It was a tough season in the beginning with lots of ups and downs. With maybe the biggest disappointment was the Champions League, getting knocked out in the quarterfinals, but at the end, getting this record and winning the fourth Premier League in a row was a big achievement for the club and for all of us.
This weekend, more history beckons as City aim to become the first club to win back-to-back League and Cup doubles.
It's motivation to try and do something that, again, never was done before, and we have it in front of us, so we're going to try it. We're going to prepare the game as well as possible and try to be very competitive because we want this FA Cup, yeah.
The holder's grip on the cup is not being loosened yet.
We have a group of players, of leaders that are so competitive, even in training. If against each other in training we're so competitive, why not against other teams? So it's just that the feeling of winning is much better than the feeling of losing, and we love winning.
At the heart of City's march to Wembley has been their Portuguese maestro.
Bernardo Silva trying to find that little bit of space, and he found a little bit of luck as well. When your luck's in, your luck's in.
It's a competition that the fans, they love so much. It's so important for them, for the club historically. And yeah, I've scored some important goals, but definitely scoring in the semi-finals of the FA Cup is a very important one, yeah.
Across 7 years and more than 350 City appearances, Silva has become an integral component in the Guardiola era.
Getting here when I was just a very young kid that was fulfilling a dream of playing in the best league in the world for one of the best clubs. And the big guys like Vincent Kompany, David Silva, Kun Agüero, Fernandinho were setting the standards, and now us, the oldest guys, because it's been 7 years and I'm not 22 or 23 anymore and I'm almost 30, we have to set the standards and show to the young guys that come in that the way that the team wants to play, the way that we work. Last season was probably the best season of our lives because the treble and how difficult it was.
The
derby final produces a double for Manchester City, and their treble chance is still on.
To play every 3 days in the 3 competitions, knowing that we had to win all games to achieve that big thing that was the treble, that was only done once before by our biggest rivals, and to win the FA Cup and to maintain that dream alive was so nice.
12 months on, it's again United, tasked with loosening City's grip on the cup.
It's a derby. A derby is always a tough game. It's so tough. For the fans, I think it's very emotional for them, and we get that. So we try to prepare as best as possible to give them what they deserve, which is another title and the win. They've been struggling with injuries in the last few weeks and months. So in terms of pride, maybe a bit hurt because of the season they had, because they're not happy with the way their season went. And it's going to be a very competitive game from both sides, and we expect a very difficult match. No one has ever won the double twice in a row, and we want to get that record, definitely. So we're very much looking forward to that game.
Hi, I'm Kyle Walker, and these are my Manchester City teammates. They're a great character, great mentality to have around the place, and a real joy to work with. Class act has really looked after me since I've come to Manchester City, and we've shared some great moments together. Leader. A massive help to me as captain. I would say my right-hand man. For what we went and achieved, especially last season, and reaching the treble, vital.
Looking for Grealish, who took it beautifully and finished it wonderfully.
Pleasure to work with, to call my friend, and I think a real key in the cog of this Manchester City football club. The magician for what he's done for this football club, his goals, assists, I'd say a legend. If you look at him, he doesn't look like a footballer one bit, but the most gifted player that I've probably been able to watch. It's something really special. The sky's the limit. I think he's shown that now this season, what he's really capable of, and I honestly think there's more to come from him as well.
Well, beautifully teed up and fabulously finished by Foden.
I think he's a little bit of a good luck charm, so we've got to keep him around for a lot longer. Goal machine.
He's looking for a 5th here tonight, and he gets it.
To do what he's done 2 seasons in a row now is nothing short of fantastic. I've tried to lead as best as I can on the field, and hopefully I've done a good job in that, and hopefully I can top it off with another trophy, and that'll be the 4th this year that I've picked up as club captain.
Welcome to the Etihad Stadium for this Emirates FA Cup tie between the holders, all-conquering Manchester City, and Huddersfield Town of the Championship. Neatly done, Alvarez. And finally in by Foden. Walking pace, managed to find Nunez. Oh, and it's finally turned in by Alvarez.
We're all buzzing with the result. We found it a bit difficult to break them down. So yeah, I thought the first goal that I scored was important, and then after that we got more rhythm and created a lot more and finished our chance as well, so delighted with the result.
And fabulously finished by Foden, the moment of the match. The current holders, Manchester City, lock horns with Tottenham for what we hope will be another classic encounter in this historic competition. Put in by Nathan Ake! City have broken the spell at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
I think we played really well, created numerous of chances. Yeah, just the belief to keep going even though we didn't score, just to keep going, keep trying, and in the end we got it.
De Bruyne, who was too strong there for Clark, pulls it back, and Manchester City lead, and Haaland scores within 3 minutes. But he's spun here, Haaland, Mengi's trying to catch him, Haaland! He's looking for a fifth here tonight, and he gets it!
As a striker, I have to score goals, and if I'm not scoring goals, I have to help the team scoring goals and play attacking football, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Bernardo Silva trying to find that little bit of space, and he found a little bit of luck as well. Might have been a double deflection. He's got a shot away again. Bernardo Silva. When your luck's in, your luck's in.
The guys, the way they play today, the commitment, how they run, how good they play, and everything. So against a physical and a tough team like Newcastle. So yeah, really pleased.
The first Emirates FA Cup semi-final is ready to go, with two of the biggest clubs around, two of the most successful in this competition in recent years. Doku, through to De Bruyne across, it's Bernardo Silva! With a golden moment!
It's the usual Kevin De Bruyne movement in between centre-back and full-back. I was lucky the ball just dropped there, and yeah, I'm happy with the goal. We're happy with another final, another chance to win a trophy.
The holder's grip on the cup is not being loosened yet.
Welcome to the 142nd FA Cup Final. Wembley bathed in sunshine, history on the line, and some of the world's greatest players on the pitch. Does it get much better than this?
You can start to have a sense of how much it means to people, how much it means to the country. And the more you understand it, the more it means then in the end when you're in it and when you realize what you're playing for in that moment.
You have to believe, then you have an opportunity to win this. But how do you sum up today? What an honor to be here.
This wonderful old competition still has the capacity to produce something new, a Manchester derby climax to the tournament.
As soon as you start the game, you have the feeling of like, okay, we're here to go down in history.
Haaland wins the first header, De Bruyne chases. Oh! Unbelievable from Gundogan! History beckons.
Whatever the angle is, I think it was just a beautiful moment. It was a special goal. It was good to see from the pitch, off the pitch, if you're a Man City fan, if you're not a Man City fan.
Bruno Fernandes looking for Wan-Bissaka. Grealish is there. Two United appeals, and they are checking a possible penalty handball. They've been given. It's an FA Cup final penalty. Manchester United. But through Bruno Fernandes and the shuffle, they are level. Pressure penalty. Equal to the challenge. Gundogan. It wasn't quite like the first one, but it's done the trick.
The second goal, the difficulty on the execution is so high. So two goals that are most definitely not easy to repeat. It was a special day for him, for all of us, of course, but even more for him.
First time by Shaw, and McTominay off the bar and over the bar. You don't get much closer to that without equalising. And the Premier League champions have won the FA Cup. derby final produces a double for Manchester City, and their treble chance is still on.
On that day, for myself, obviously for the club, for everyone, but for myself, I accomplished something I really wanted to have clean, which was to have an FA Cup on my pocket, and it meant a lot. Obviously, doing the double-double is obviously also a challenge we want to achieve. And it's more history for the books. Just like winning the 4 in a row, it's something that no one has ever done, and we know how difficult it is to do anything in this country, football-wise. And if you really want to achieve something, you really need to be the best. So we really dedicated on going for it.
Still to come, can Rafa Varane sign off his Manchester United career in style?
I have a nice collection, but I don't have this one, so I'll fight for it.
And a look back at the twists and turns in this year's competition.
They were 2-1 down, on the verge of going out. They were 3-2 down, and now Liverpool are paying the price.
Rafa Varane's star has shone as brightly as any players in the modern game. As the Frenchman prepares to bid adieu to England, can he win an FA Cup winners' medal?
Yes, I have a nice collection, but I don't have this one, so I'll fight for it.
He's done it in the biggest occasions. He has a lot of experience in these sort of moments, which can be very important. I hope he can bring it into the team and lead us the way.
The FA Cup final will be Varane's swan song after 3 years at Old Trafford.
I have a great relationship with the fans. It has been strong since the beginning. When it's a big game and it's an emotional game, obviously you're excited and you want to give your best. I want to finish strong and share happy moments with them. The FA Cup, it's something special. You have seen against Liverpool or Coventry. Everything is possible.
So here they come.
And when you love football, you love that kind of games.
Here's Garnacho. Anthony's in there. Is he squeezed it in? He has. It's 2-2. 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
An incredible game. The team respond and connect with the fans, so the atmosphere was crazy. It was a crazy game with chances for both teams.
For Rashford this time!
Very dynamic game, an unbelievable pace. Yeah, it was at the end a big victory and a great push for the team and for the confidence.
Ahmad, who stole the ball, gets it back from Garnacho. For the young man, can he make himself a hero? He has done. It's Manchester United's quarter-final in classic Manchester United fashion.
It was unbelievable, and yeah, we're very happy to see Ahmad score that goal. We think maybe it's a good signal. You can be positive and think like, okay, after Liverpool, Coventry, maybe something good is coming.
Injury sidelined Varane for the semi-final, and all he could do was watch Coventry's 3-goal comeback.
O'Hare deflected, and it is 3-2. Here he goes, and scores! 3-3, one of the great semi-final recoveries.
I think it's harder to be watching than playing because you can do nothing from the outside.
This can win it, and it does!
Mentally, when you win that kind of game, penalties, you were favorite, and at the end it was difficult. You feel like, okay, we did that, but now the final is coming. Everyone is looking for the next game.
And United will play City. It's a Manchester FA Cup final again for the second season in a row.
We need a good start. I think that's the lesson from the last season.
ball from Gundogan.
The objective is not to play better than City, but to be more efficient than City. They are very consistent in the way they play. You have to repeat all the time the same efforts to defend, to block the runs. You can't relax in any moment. We'll need a lot of energy to be dangerous and create opportunities for us.
Dalot across, and it's 2-0, swept in by Kobbie Mainoo. What a moment for the 18-year-old.
The youngest, they have a great talent, and I'm very confident for the future.
He's a leader by example. He's not always the type who's talking the most, but he is very professional.
It's important the communication, to explain that the pressure has to be something positive, and then they have the quality, so we just try to create an atmosphere very confident and positive around them, and they have the talent to do it.
I think he's been very important for the squad, and hopefully he can do a masterclass on Saturday, and then we can send him off with a bouquet of flowers or chocolate or whatever.
It was already a great feeling to win the Carabao Cup, and I think the FA Cup is one step up, so hopefully a great win and share great moments with the fans.
Hi, I am Rasmus Højlund, and this is my Manchester United teammates. Andre Onana is my modern goalkeeper. Harry Maguire is a beast. Diogo Dalot is underrated.
Now back to Dalot. Dalot goes for the curler and finds the corner.
Bruno Fernandes is the captain and leader of this team.
Here come Manchester United now. First chance of the match, and it's put away by Bruno Fernandes. Lashed home.
Christian Eriksen is my dad. Casemiro is a workhorse, so he is always doing all the hard work for the team. Kobbie Mainoo is generational stuff.
Dalot across, and it's 2-0. Kobbie Mainoo's first goal in a Manchester United shirt.
Scott McTominay is a very funny person. Marcus Rashford is very skillful. Anthony is a trickster. Alejandro Garnacho is flair. Rasmus Højlund is a mental beast.
Welcome to the DW Stadium for this Emirates FA Cup third round tie between League One hosts Wigan Athletic and the giants of the English game, Manchester United.
Now back to Dalot. Dalot goes for the curler and finds the corner.
We were needing the goal just so we could be a little bit more calm, not rushing to score another one. Overall, I think we controlled the game. We had some good moments, and I'm glad that we won.
Welcome to Rodney Parade for this Emirates FA Cup fourth round tie between Newport County and Manchester United. Dalot across, and it's 2-0, swept in by Kobbie Mainoo.
When you get 2-0 in this kind of games, everyone wants to try to score, get their goal and everything, and sometimes we don't get the best decision for the team. They got the 2-1.
And Newport County are back in the match.
Obviously a little bit of relief, second half they start and they get a goal, but I think after we did a great job to close the game.
Rasmus Højlund puts the tie to bed.
Nottingham Forest and Manchester United. Cup glory is on the line tonight. On by Bruno Fernandes and all the way in. And it's almost certainly Manchester United who will claim their place in the quarter-final.
Today we scored just before the end of the time, so yeah, we scored in the right moment. Still, you have to find a way to win, and today definitely we found a way to win.
So here they come. Liverpool looking for a 26th semi-final. United 48th quarter-final, the most.
It was a lovely game, you know. It was a game of character, and we show a lot of personality against a very good opponent. We scored an early goal just before half-time. The game turned over. They scored twice, and we came back again. We fight until the end.
Here's Garnacho. Hamad, who stole the ball, gets it back from Garnacho. But the young man, can he make himself a hero? He has done.
Is that the best goal of your life?
I think so, yeah. Against Liverpool is a very important moment, so I think it's the best goal of my career.
It's Manchester United's quarter-final.
Can Coventry from the Championship make the final on May the 25th? A tale of two cities. Or will United make it a tale of two Manchesters? Maguire so dangerous in the air. There he is, so dangerous in the air. Harry Maguire, and it is 2-0. It gets to Bruno Fernandes, and it's ended up in the back of the net. And that could be curtains for Coventry.
It's an incredible game. It's a strange game as well, where we are over a long period in total control. And then we gave it away in the last part of the game.
They were 3-0 down, Coventry City. Here he goes, and scores! 3-3. One of the great semi-final recoveries.
But then we show resilience to win the penalty share.
This can win it, and it does! It's a Manchester FA Cup final again.
Still to come, a look at some of the best goals in the Emirates FA Cup this season.
Reynolds, can he get his shot away? He should do now! Oh my word!
And can the finalists remember who began it all back in round 3?
Centre mid. Roger plays every game, so I'm just thinking, who the hell can it be?
The focus may now be on the two Manchester giants facing off at Wembley. But every year the FA Cup unearths stories from up and down the football pyramid. For non-league clubs, a cup run can be life-changing, as Horsham, Maidstone and Sheppey all experienced this season.
Sheppey! Many years ago, I played for Sheppey United when they were at their old ground. I had 5 seasons as manager. I stepped down last August and had a year out of the game. A year later, I was stepped in as a caretaker as such, and that was a few months ago, and I'm still here.
Sheppey beat Billericay on penalties to reach the first round and make club history.
Dreams do come true sometimes, and we're through at the first round of the FA Cup proper. Football means a lot to people. To bring a football league club here is just everything.
It was amazing atmosphere, an amazing game. It was our cup final in actual fact.
Oh, what a goal! Sheppey United from the 8th tier. League 2 also.
Despite spectacularly taking the lead, Sheppey's run ended there. Walsall running out, 4-1 winners.
Since then, it's really raised the profile of the club. Only the FA Cup, I think, could do that for non-league clubs, and we've gone on from strength to strength, really. I've got my appetite put back now, so I'm going to have another season.
Barnsley of League One safely through to the second round of the FA Cup.
Breaking news, Barnsley have been kicked out of the FA Cup.
Horsham thought their FA Cup journey had ended in round 1, but after Barnsley fielded an ineligible player, the 7th-tier side were given a second chance in round 2.
I had 237 messages with people just saying, have you seen what's happened? And I instantly just thought it was a wind-up.
We're going to Wembley.
You immediately think, well, hang on, what's that about? It felt like a joke. It went haywire that day. Everyone was going, are we in, and everyone's sort of pinching themselves.
So their loyal support made the trip to League Two Sutton, hoping to make the 3rd round for the first time in their 142-year history.
More space in the Horsham defence, and it's fired in for goal number 3, and Sutton are cruising through now.
Okay, we lost that game, but the team just kept going and working so hard to finish 5th in the league, the highest the club's ever finished in the league, and to end it with a Sussex Senior Cup that we waited 48 years to win.
Yeah, I mean, the best ever season in the club's history. Yeah, the final was outstanding. The team was so good on the day, and after 48 years of not having won it in Sussex, it's pretty amazing.
Maidstone were the story of this season's competition, their run giving every non-league club hope of what can be achieved when setting out in the qualifiers. The 6th-tier side's fairy tale in the competition proper began with wins against Chesham and League Two Barrow to make the 3rd round.
This is good. Oh no, what a goal!
At the end, to see us through was just a historic moment for us all to witness. For myself, for my community back in Cameroon, how inspirational it's going to be for everyone. That's when the emotions got the better of me.
Maidstone United against Stevenage here in the 3rd round of the FA Cup.
Wasn't nervous. Was never nervous, never in doubt.
Sam Corn will step forwards and score for Maidstone United. He's a shock on here at the Gallagher.
When we drew Ipswich, I said it's a fantastic draw for us.
Oh yes, unbelievable!
It's a historic moment for our football club. We're going to compete against a fantastic championship side in Coventry.
And it has to be a 5th, and it's Coventry City 5, Maidstone United 0.
They were knocked out by eventual semi-finalist Coventry City, but the positive impact of their fairy tale run will be felt for a long time to come.
It's been an absolute wonderful year for Maidstone United and for the people of Maidstone. I think in the past we most probably won maybe up to £10,000 in prize money. This time we got in excess of £750,000, a huge amount of money for clubs at our level.
"732 clubs entered the Emirates FA Cup in August as the path to Maytime glory began. The qualifying rounds give non-league sides the chance to get to the competition proper, and as ever, they threw up plenty of exciting stories, like Sheffield FC in the preliminary round.
Sheffield FC were formed in 1857 and we are recognised by FIFA and the FA as the world's oldest football club.
You'll see fans come through this door today that's watched this club playing FA Cup for 50 years. And that doesn't change, and that's what we love about it. If they just do everything I say, we'll win.
And Ryan's team got the message. A set-piece goal and a 2-1 win, enough to send them through to the next round. Frome Town were looking to reach the 4th qualifying round for the first time in 39 years. In their team to face Ramsgate, a former professional esports player, Rhys Rusher.
Football was always my main priority, but then FIFA become almost like a second thing. The first decision I made was to sign up to the Southampton team, so then I got to represent them on Sky Sports 1 on the main stage against all the other clubs.
A closely matched tie saw Ramsgate run out narrow winners, ending the cup run for Frome Town and Rhys. After navigating the remaining qualifying rounds, 8th tier Ramsgate continued their impressive run as they stunned National League side Woking. Aldershot became the first ever non-league club to hit 7 past a Football League team as they humbled Swindon. In southeast London, while there are only 4 miles between their grounds, 5 divisions separated Cray Valley Paper Mills and Charlton Athletic. Cray Valley forced a replay before their cup run was wrapped up. A strong non-league presence remained in round 2, but it was the end of Ramsgate's brave run, comprehensively finished by AFC Wimbledon.
Al-Haddadi's in and makes it 5.
Reading's issues on and off the field were compounded by a Paul McCallum double for Eastleigh. After a monumental effort from the club staff to fight the weather, Chesterfield, already winners over League One leaders Portsmouth in round 1, went on to defeat Leyton Orient. There were 4 all-Premier League ties in round 3, and a mouth-watering clash at the Emirates saw Arsenal, the competition's most successful club, make an early exit. A first Tyne-Wear derby in 8 years was predictably passionate, but Newcastle comfortably saw off arch-rivals Sunderland. And Bristol City burst West Ham's bubble in a replay.
Lots of things didn't go for us tonight, but overall disappointed.
Into round 4 and Manchester City got their first goal and victory at Tottenham's new stadium in their 6th attempt. Newport County troubled Manchester United, fighting back from 2 down, but ultimately losing 4-2.
A banana skin successfully avoided by Erik ten Hag's side.
After a hat-trick in round 3, Sami Smodic continued his incredible scoring run, his 2 goals helping Blackburn past Wrexham. It was a run Smodic continued in round 5, but it wasn't enough to prevent Blackburn's exit after Martin Dubravka's heroics in a penalty shootout.
It's saved! Martin Dubravka is the hero for Newcastle United.
In their first FA Cup tie since the 1970 final, Chelsea left it late to beat Leeds. And Maidstone's courageous run was finally ended. And Ellis Simms' first-half hat-trick helped Coventry on a fairy tale journey of their own into the last 8. Simms' influence was telling again as Coventry stunned Wolves in added time to reach the semi-finals for only the 2nd time.
Oh my goodness me! Coventry have won it in the 100th minute!
Leicester hearts were also broken so very late as Chelsea claimed some revenge for their 2021 final defeat. And it was the end of an era at Old Trafford. Jurgen Klopp's final attempt at FA Cup glory was extinguished in a classic.
They were 2-1 down, on the verge of going out. They were 3-2 down, and now Liverpool are paying the price.
Then we are nearly there in normal time, then we are nearly there in extra time, and then we lose the game.
To Wembley, and the first semi-final required fine margins. The holders had to dig deep.
It's Bernardo Silva! The holder's grip on the cup is not being loosened yet.
Then came Coventry's rollercoaster against Manchester United, having somehow forced extra time from 3-0 down. A famous comeback appeared complete.
Delirium for Coventry City. Virtually the last kick.
It's no goal, it's offside. And Victor Torch has one of the moments of FA Cup history ruled out.
And Coventry's valiant effort ended on penalties.
And United will play City. It's a Manchester FA Cup final again.
a goal. Maidstone are out, and the pass is brilliant, and they're in. Reynolds, can he get his shot away? He should do now! Oh my word! And just listen to the noise! 4,500 Stones fans! Everybody inside this stadium, get this scoreline! Ipswich Town 0, Maidstone United 1. So Enzo Fernandez, who made a real impression at Benfica in his short time there with his free kick, and he's made a massive impression here. That is world class, and he's beaten his fellow World Cup winner Emi Martinez with an absolutely brilliant delivery from a dead ball.
That is very long from Hadler, very long indeed, and here is Jadama! And Ramsgate on level. TJ Jadama.
Barkley. There's an effort from Clark. Well, that's something to celebrate. Oh, that is a magnificent strike. It's come out of nowhere. Bin Ortega, no chance in that City goal. That's brilliant. Now it's Porro. He's gone for goal, and he scored! Tottenham are ahead. 13 minutes to go. Well, it's going to take something exceptional to open this game up, and that was a fairly exceptional strike.
Asgard to Steven Sessegnon. Oh, right in the top corner. An absolute beauty from Steven Sessegnon. His first goal for the club, and that wraps it up for Wigan.
It's important that there aren't too many Stockport County panics here with so much time still to go. And there is an example why you just keep on plugging away. 1 minute to go, Neil Byrne. Boy, does he step forward. What a hit that is.
Distance on this throw. It's cleared away, looking as far as Newell. Oh, what a strike that is from Nathan Newell. 17 minutes to go, and Alfreton have the breakthrough. Bedlam in the stands behind the goal.
Chief into Palmer, spins away from his man, and Palmer shoots. What a finish from Casey Palmer. There may well have been doubts over who scored the first goal, but no doubt about that. An absolute beauty, and Coventry City are in cruise control now.
Ampadu aiming for Bamford, took it down nicely, hit it well. Oh! That is sensational. Patrick Bamford with an absolute blockbuster of a goal. You will struggle to see a better strike than that in the FA Cup this season, or in most seasons. It is simply sublime from Patrick Bamford.
Finally, it's quiz time. We show our finalists a team sheet from a Classic Cup match with a few key omissions. Can they name the missing men? This time, City's Kyle Walker is up against United forward Rasmus Højlund. And as it's the final, there's a twist to the format. How well can they remember their own team lineups that began their respective FA Cup journeys? First up, can Kyle name the missing man in the City defence for their third-round tie against Huddersfield?
Is it John? Ruben?
Got there in the end, Kyle. It was indeed captain on the day, Ruben Diaz. Now to Rasmus, to name the missing United centre-back at Wigan.
Johnny Evans is the left-sided centre-back.
Correct. Johnny Evans partnered Rafa Varane at centre-back. And back to Kyle. Can he name the midfielder?
Centre mid. Rodri plays every game, so I'm just thinking, who the hell can it be? Rico?
Correct. Rico Lewis started this one in midfield. So, can Rasmus name the United midfielder?
Kobe was playing next to Scotty.
He's quick at this. Kobe Mainoo is correct. So, Kyle, who was subbed on in the second half for Kovacic?
Jacob Wright?
Is correct. Jacob Wright made his senior debut on the day. Back to Rasmus to name the captain against Wigan.
Bruno, captain.
Too quick. Bruno Fernandes captained and scored on the day. Now, Kyle, you're looking for City's star behind the striker.
Centre attacking mid, scored twice, Foden.
Spot on with that one. Starman Phil Foden is correct. But can Rasmus name the United debutant?
The substitute is Amari Forson.
Correct again, it was Amari Forson. Now for Kyle's final player. Who started up front for City?
And up front is Alvarez.
5 out of 5, well done Kyle. So can Rasmus make it a full house? Up front for United against Wigan?
Myself up front.
Easy. A great effort from both sides. It's 5-all in the quiz. Two giants of the game. One very special occasion awaits.
The breakthrough here, they've got it! Jesse Lingard! Oh, unbelievable! Bruno Fernandes in the shuffle, they are level. Gundogan! Manchester City, FA Cup winners 2023.